MagSafe Accessories explained. Have you ever bought a phone accessory that looked amazing online, only to realize later that it barely made your life easier? Maybe you've struggled with tangled charging cables, bulky wallets, unstable car mounts, or battery packs that never seem to stay connected when you need them most. Now imagine a tiny ring of magnets solving all of those problems with a single click. Sounds almost too simple to be revolutionary, doesn't it? But here's the surprising part. Those magnets are quietly changing the entire smartphone industry. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why millions of people swear by MagSafe, why some accessories are genuinely game-changing, and why others are nothing more than clever marketing. At first glance, MagSafe looks like a magnetic charging system. That's what most people think. You snap a charger onto the back of your iPhone, it sticks perfectly into place, and charging begins. End of story, right? Not even close. What you're actually looking at is an entire ecosystem designed to transform the way your phone interacts with the world around it. The charger is just the beginning. Hidden behind that circular magnetic ring is a platform that has inspired hundreds of innovative accessories, from wallets and battery packs to camera rigs, tripods, gaming controllers, and even portable lighting systems. But here's the question that catches almost everyone off guard. If MagSafe is so useful, why do so many people still misunderstand what it actually does? To answer that, we need to go back in time. The name MagSafe isn't new. Apple first introduced MagSafe back in 2006 for MacBooks. If you've ever seen an older MacBook charger that detached instantly when someone tripped over the cable, you've already seen the original MagSafe in action. Instead of locking firmly into the laptop, magnets allow the cable to disconnect safely, preventing expensive accidents. It became one of Apple's most loved features. Years later, Apple revived the MagSafe name, but this time for the iPhone. Instead of protecting laptops, these magnets would create a completely new accessory ecosystem. Here's where things become fascinating. Inside every compatible iPhone is a carefully engineered ring of magnets arranged with incredible precision. They're not randomly placed. Each magnet has a specific position and polarity, allowing accessories to align perfectly every single time. That means your wireless charger always connects at the optimal location. No more waking up to discover your phone never charged because it shifted slightly during the night. It's a simple improvement, but one that solves a problem nearly every wireless charging user has experienced. But charging is only scratching the surface. Think about one of the biggest frustrations with phone accessories. They almost always require clips, adhesives, screws, or awkward cases. MagSafe eliminates most of that. A wallet instantly snaps onto your phone. Need to pay for coffee? Remove it in 1 second. Want a battery pack during a long trip? Snap it on. Need a car mount? Just place your phone near it, and the magnets do the rest. There's something strangely satisfying about hearing that gentle magnetic click. It feels effortless because it is. However, here's something many buyers don't realize until it's too late. Not every magnetic accessory is actually MagSafe. This distinction is incredibly important. Many inexpensive products advertise themselves as MagSafe compatible, but they're often nothing more than ordinary magnets. True MagSafe accessories contain Apple's magnetic alignment system and, in many cases, a tiny NFC chip that allows the iPhone to recognize the accessory automatically. That's why certain wallets display animations on your screen, and some chargers communicate with your phone for optimized charging performance. Understanding this difference can save you both money and disappointment. And speaking of charging, here's another myth worth clearing up. Many people assume MagSafe charges dramatically faster than traditional wireless charging. That's only partially true. Standard Qi wireless charging often provides lower charging speeds, while Apple's MagSafe can deliver higher wireless charging performance when paired with a certified charger and compatible power adapter. But if you're expecting MagSafe to outperform a wired fast charger, you'll likely be disappointed. Physics still matters. Wireless charging generates more heat, making cables more efficient for rapid charging. So why do people continue choosing MagSafe? Because convenience often beats raw speed. Walking into a room, dropping your phone onto a magnetic stand, and instantly beginning a perfectly aligned charge is something you quickly stop thinking about, but you definitely notice when it's gone. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated MagSafe accessories, battery packs. Traditional power banks usually require cables dangling from your phone, creating an awkward and bulky experience. MagSafe battery packs simply attach to the back, allowing you to keep using your phone normally while it charges. It's a cleaner solution that feels almost like your phone suddenly gained a larger battery. For travelers, students, commuters, and content creators, that convenience can be worth far more than a few extra charging watts. Then there are photographers and filmmakers who have discovered entirely new possibilities. MagSafe has become the foundation for modular mobile filmmaking. Professional creators attach microphones, LED lights, SSD storage, grips, tripods, and camera handles without permanently modifying their devices. Instead of carrying bulky cages that require screws and complicated mounting systems, magnetic accessories can be attached or removed in seconds. It's a small engineering decision that has quietly transformed mobile content creation. But perhaps the biggest surprise isn't the accessories themselves, it's the ecosystem they've created. Once manufacturers realized Apple had standardized the magnetic layout, innovation exploded. Suddenly companies around the world began designing products nobody had imagined before. Portable game controllers, foldable stands, magnetic rings for better grip, cooling fans for gaming, desktop docks, charging stations for multiple Apple devices, and even magnetic whiteboards for productivity all became possible because every compatible iPhone shared the same magnetic foundation. In many ways, MagSafe became less of a charger and more of a universal connection platform. Still, MagSafe isn't perfect. Thick phone cases can weaken magnetic strength. Metal objects between the charger and phone interfere with charging. Some cheaper accessories lose their grip over time. And while magnets are generally safe for everyday use, people with certain implanted medical devices should follow manufacturer guidance and maintain recommended distances from strong magnets. Like any technology, MagSafe works best when used correctly and with quality accessories. Here's something even more interesting to think about. MagSafe isn't just influencing Apple products anymore. Magnetic attachment systems are becoming increasingly common across the tech industry. Many Android accessory makers have adopted similar magnetic designs, and the broader Qi 2 wireless charging standard incorporates a magnetic alignment concept inspired by MagSafe. That means what started as a feature for one smartphone line is now helping shape the future of wireless charging across the entire industry. So, what does all of this really mean? MagSafe isn't revolutionary because it's magnetic. Magnets have existed for centuries. It's revolutionary because Apple combined magnets, wireless charging, intelligent software recognition, standardized accessory placement, and industrial design into a single ecosystem that feels almost invisible when you use it. The best technology isn't always the one with the biggest specifications. Sometimes it's the one that quietly removes tiny frustrations from everyday life until you can't imagine going back. The next time you see someone effortlessly attaching a wallet, snapping on a charger, mounting their phone in the car, or recording a professional-looking video using magnetic accessories, you'll know there's much more happening than simple magnets. You're seeing years of engineering focused on making technology disappear into the background while making everyday tasks feel effortless. If this video helped you finally understand what MagSafe really is, and more importantly, whether it's worth investing in, make sure to subscribe because we regularly break down the technology behind the gadgets you use every day in a way that's simple, practical, and genuinely useful. And before you leave, tell us in the comments, which MagSafe accessory surprised you the most? And if you could invent one magnetic accessory that doesn't exist yet, what would it be? Your idea might be closer to reality than you think.